video day, guys. So for today's video, we've got another brand new release, and today's brand new release that we're going to be talking about is a concealer, and it's a concealer that I'm super excited to be sharing with you guys. It is a brand new release from Shiseido. So this is their Synchro Skin Refreshing Concealer. Along with this concealer, they also did launch a foundation, but because we've tried so many foundations lately, I decided let's focus on this little concealer right here. So what we're gonna do in this video is I'm gonna be trying out this concealer for you guys. I'm gonna wear it for the entire day. I'm gonna be giving you guys all of my thoughts and letting you guys know how it wears. So we're gonna see how this Synchro Skin actually works out. What does Synchro Skin mean? We're gonna get into that. But if you guys are new to the channel and you guys have never met me before, I'm Christina Brooke and this is my Glam Ranch. And what we do here is we talk about makeup from my little ranch. I would love it if you guys wanted to hit that subscribe button so that you guys can see me again and you can be part of the Glam Ranch family. But let's go ahead and let's get into everything about the Synchro Skin Refreshing Concealer from Shiseido. So the first thing we always do is talk about the packaging and what do you get. It does come in this black packaging with the red line. This is a typical Shiseido looking packaging. Now I will tell you guys, when I first got this, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I was like, where did the rest of the concealer go? I was kind of shocked by how small this concealer bottle is. It is super duper small. I'm gonna give you guys a quick size comparison. If you remember the KKW Beauty concealer, this was already a small looking concealer. Check out the size compared to the KKW Beauty, guys. It is even smaller than KKW Beauty. And just to show you guys even more, if you guys have the new Jeffree Star concealer, check out the size difference here. So compared to how I'm used to seeing concealers, when I opened this, I was like, where did my concealer go? So it is a very, very small casing, and it's also super lightweight. This is such a lightweight casing. Like it's pretty impressive. It does come in this really nice plastic container. It says Shiseido across the top with the red line that you always see with Shiseido products. But like they always say, don't judge a book by its cover. This concealer, even though it's lightweight, it does have 0.19 fluid ounces of product in it. And the Jeffree Star concealer, you actually get 0.11 fluid ounces, which is less than this one. And the KKW Beauty concealer, you get 0.16 fluid ounces. So you actually are getting more product in this little guy, which is actually pretty shocking to me, and I did not expect that at all. Once you open up the concealer, you do get this pretty interesting wand. Now the wand to me resembles like a fingertip. It is rounded. From the Shiseido website, they are actually talking about the applicator a little bit more in depth. They say that the innovative applicator is uniquely designed for easy zero drag application, so that you can use the precise tip for targeted areas and the curved silhouette for controlled swipe, contouring, and highlighting. I agree with this. I feel like the applicator didn't drag. I feel like it does kind of place the product a lot more gentle even than the other applicators that I've used in the past. So I do kind of agree with that little concept. I have seen this type of applicator before, but I just never realized how much I would enjoy this type of applicator. But we're gonna get into that pretty soon. For the packaging, I think it's really nice. I think it's a nice packaging. So I will tell you guys, this is not the cheapest little concealer. This concealer runs you $31 US. That's probably also one of the reasons I was like, where did the rest of the product go? Because it is a little bit on the pricey side. So this concealer is coming in 16 different shades, and let's read some of the specifics about this concealer. It provides a medium to full coverage with an up to 24-hour wear and a natural finish. They are claiming that normal dry combination and oily skins are going to enjoy this. So now their active force technology is what's supposed to protect the finish from the effects of sweat, oil, and facial movement. So apparently it's supposed to lock into place. They also have a responsive sensory technology that adapts to the skin's condition, tone, and texture. And it's supposed to have a smart correcting powder that enhances the skin's surface texture and tone. So you're like a little magic in a bottle. So I guess the main claim on this is that it is supposed to synchronize with your skin. It's supposed to adapt to your texture and the tone of your skin. It's supposed to self-refresh so that it withstands the heat. And to just top it all off, they also say it's supposed to brighten your under eyes. So I don't know what kind of magic is supposed to be inside of this little bottle, but apparently it is everybody's dream come true. But is it really? So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get into the application. I'm gonna show you guys me applying it, and we'll get a little bit more in depth on this after the application. So I'm gonna go ahead and try on the concealer. So this is the Synchro skin refreshing concealer from Shiseido. And I pointed this out to you guys on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, it's at the GLAMRANCH. And I told you guys when I first bought this, I was shocked by the size. It's so tiny. Let's go ahead and let's put this concealer on. Let's see how it works. So I'm just gonna, I got it in the color 202 Light, in case I forget to say it. So it has this really cool applicator. So let's go ahead and apply it. Let's see how it works. This actually might be easier. Yeah, because it kind of feels like a finger. So it does apply it nice. And I think this color is pretty good. It's a little bit of a darker concealer. I wanted to start buying some that's a little bit closer to my skin tone because I have a lot of light concealers, so I wanted one more close to my skin tone, which is always good to have. So let's see. I'm going to apply it with a sponge on one side, and on the other side I'm going to apply it with my fingers. That blended super seamlessly and very easy with the sponge. That was really easy application, very easy. And then on this side, I'm just gonna use my finger. The finger, you could put a lot less product, by the way. So for application, I like the amount of product that I was able to use with my finger, but I actually think with the sponge, it looks a little bit cleaner. So I'm gonna go ahead and smooth over this side with the sponge. I think it just makes it look a little bit more seamless with the sponge. So there we go. I think it did a really good job covering the dark circles. I'm gonna add a little bit more to the edges here where I get the darkness, just right here and right here, and just cover that just a little bit more. I think that did a really nice job. Look at that. I like this. So this concealer has a little bit of luminosity to it. I actually thought it was going to be more matte looking, but on me, I see reflected luminosity under my eyes, which is actually pretty good. And the color matches me really nice that I can even use it to kind of spot conceal. So if I put very little on my finger, I'm just going to cover up this little red pimple I have here. And since the color is so close to my actual color, you can spot conceal really, really nice with this. So if you guys can see, it did do a really nice job in spot concealing, which I like a lot because I like to spot conceal. So this looks really, really nice. And right now I do not think I need to set it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set one eye and the other side I'm not gonna set. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna test that. I like to use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder to set my under eye. So I'm only gonna set this side. And the other side I'm gonna leave unset. And let's see if we see any more creasing on one side than the other. I will tell you straight off the bat, the side that I powdered looks a little bit more dry now than the side that I didn't powder. This side still has a little bit of a luminous look to it, and this side almost looks a little drier. So right now I'm thinking I like the way it looks without powder. Or a different powder, but usually this powder usually works the best and it doesn't look dry. So this is what it's looking like right now. I really like the coverage. I really like the way my under eyes look. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup, see if it stays on my face, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so this is the concealer after completed makeup. Now, this is the side that I set. And I don't even have to remember it's the side I set because I can tell. In person, it looks a little dry under here and it doesn't look that fantastic. It doesn't look bad, it just doesn't look that fantastic. Now the side that I did not set looks a lot better and it looks a lot more hydrated. Some of the product is getting into the fine lines, but if you have fine lines, the chances of product not getting in there is pretty low. It's just how much less does it go in than other products. This one's going in normal. I don't think it's anything like I've never seen before. Like it's not like it's smoothing over texture. I mean, it is definitely gonna get into a fine line if there's one there. And I like the way it looks unset right now. My under eyes look a lot more hydrated under this eye than it does under this eye. This side looks a little bit more dry. I don't know if it's because it has that powder formula, whatever it said it had in it, that it's supposed to be like a self-refreshing, maybe it doesn't really need to be set. I think the bigger problem will happen here when you have more mature under eyes that maybe have a little bit of lines in it and get a little bit dry anyways, and you put some powder on top. I think that's where you're gonna see the problem with this concealer. So skip out on the powder if you have mature under eyes. I think you're gonna like it a lot more. And it definitely has a natural finish to me, but when you powder it, it looks more matte. I actually really like this, to be honest. I think it looks really, really pretty, but I like the side that's unset like almost 100 times more as of right now. So what I'm gonna be doing, guys, is I'm gonna be wearing this the entire day. I'll come back at the end of the night and let you guys know what I'm thinking of the concealer and how it wore. I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff today. Typical South Floridian behavior in the middle of the summer when a hurricane's coming. So I'm definitely gonna be going outside, and if you didn't notice, I'm in South Florida, and it gets really hot here. It gets very humid here. Makeup doesn't hold a chance that well here. So if this really does have heat control, I would like to see it work. So we're gonna go ahead and wear this the entire day. At the end of the night, I will be jumping right back up here and let you guys know what I'm thinking of this concealer so far. So I'll be reporting back to you guys in a little while. All right, guys, this is the final update of the night. I am exhausted and my hair is not cooperating. I was outside at a barbecue and it was rainy, it was humid, and I had to chase a 2-year-old around in the dark because she wanted to run. The side that I set still looks a little bit more crepey. The side that I didn't set looks so much better. I mean, this is the side that I set and I could totally see it a lot drier. And the side that I didn't set looks so much better. So I definitely have to tell you guys that I totally think that this is a concealer that you should not set. It looks so much better unset. I'm gonna try it with some other powders to see if any other powder looks better, but for sure, on this little experiment, unset is the way to go. It looks so much better. Definitely the side that unset wore so much nicer, and it just looks so much better at the end of the day. So I actually really like this concealer. I actually really love the fact that you don't have to set it, because for me, sometimes setting is just like another step to dry out my under eyes. So I actually really love this concealer. I think it's really great. I'm gonna continue wearing it. Of course, I will give you guys a review follow-up after wearing it for a couple more times. But as of right now, I like it, especially if you don't set it. All right, guys, and that's all I have for this video. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me those thumbs up. Leave me your comments below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.